Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all really well. Now, it's been a long time since I've done a video on YouTube. I do them all the time on Instagram, but do you know what? The last few months, for the last 4 or 5 months, have been such a whirlwind for me. So what happened first? We moved house, then I left Mac after 14 years, which is massive. And the past few months, I've just been like concentrating on my own business and making sure that everything's up together, and I'm actually really loving it. And then what else? We got engaged. We got engaged. So the next few weeks going to be doing loads of different wedding makeup looks. I'm not sure how I'm going to wear my hair or my makeup on the day, so I thought what I'll do is a series of different looks, and then at the end of that I could decide what I'm going to do. I always thought I'd have my hair up on my wedding day, but it really does depend on the dress. And today I have my hair done at the most lovely little salon on the King's Road called Loconego. This gorgeous guy called Raymond, he did my hair for me and he understood exactly my references and what I wanted it to look like, because I don't really feel that the bridal done look is for me. So I said I want something really undone, quite bohemian, almost like it's about to sort of fall out, which sounds so weird, but you know what I mean. I don't want it to look like it's been really overly structured. I want it to look like it's cleverly done, but maybe I've had this in for like a day before or something like that. And he absolutely got it like perfectly. Let me show you the side. So I love having these little bits down here because it just means that, you know, it still feels like it's down. And then at the back is all different parts, all kind of like brought in on each other, and I love it. And I'm just going to spray a little bit of this hairspray on there because I need to make sure that it stays over the weekend. So this is again from Redken, and this is the quick dry. So I'm just going to give myself a little spritz of this. And if you'd like to see how I created this really classic romantic makeup look, please stay tuned. So one of the most important parts of any makeup for me is the skin. If the skin's looking good, then everything else just falls into place. 6 months before your wedding, start having facials, start exfoliating, and get your skin up to its very best condition before your big day. Now, when I turn up to do a wedding makeup, doesn't matter how much sleep the bride has had, I always put one of these ELEMIS Pro Collagen masks on the skin. I've actually got these on now. And what they do is they really pump loads of moisture into your under eye area. They help to plump out fine lines, reduce puffiness. They're just a winning product for me in my makeup kit. These can actually come off now. They're so refreshing and cooling. Okay, so there is a lot of fluid left in this, so you can actually pop these back in and use them again the next day. With any sheet masks, there's always so much moisture left inside the packet, so you always, if you can, reuse them. Depending on your skin type, I'd really have a think about how much moisture you're going to wear on the day. This chair is so squeaky! What I would say is the night before your wedding, really lather your skin up with either a face mask or a night mask or something that really hydrates the skin, so the next day you can just use a really fine wash across the skin, like a real sheer wash of serum. So for my skin, I'm going to use the Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder. I use this day and night, and I'm also going to use the SISLEY Black Rose moisturiser as well, but not too much, just maybe a tiny bit, half of what I would normally use day to day. Mix these together, and that's just enough moisture for me. I actually have quite a lot of dry skin areas, so I'm going to use just the combination of the two. Works absolutely perfect for me, and down my neck as well. Next up is eye cream. This is Fast Response Eye Cream from MAC. I've used this for about 15 years, since I started working at MAC, which was in 2004, so a long time ago. I use this on every single person I do makeup on. It could be backstage at a fashion show, it could be a red carpet client. I just think that it gives the makeup a lovely, gorgeous canvas to work from, and it helps to reduce any puffiness. So perfect for weddings, perfect for brides. And I actually use a little bit of this around the mouth as well. If you're wearing a bright lip, this will help to frame the mouth and prevent the bleeding. Also, another thing that I really must stress as well is that building up to your wedding, make sure that you hydrate your lips. So months before, find the perfect balm for you, and then just every day, just keep your lips really nourished. Drink loads of water so that on the day, your lips aren't kind of like flaking or like looking too dry. I've discovered the LAYIN Super Lip Balm, and I've tried so many lip balms. This has the best amount of moisture, oil, and it smells amazing, and you can put quite a lot of it on and it doesn't look too shiny. I use this throughout the day and I use it before I go to bed, and it's absolutely one of my #1 staples in my makeup bag. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be showcasing some of my favourite bridal products. And this one, for example, the Laura Mercier, it's the foundation primer. Just massage this into the skin on top of your skincare. And it helps to blur out any imperfections, close any pores, reduce redness. It holds your foundation on for longer, so it's just like a dream product all round. So the foundation that I'm going to use today is Studio Fix Fluid. It's a real classic, and it's one that I carry in my kit with me all the time. And I know that if I've got this in my bag that I'm going to be sorted, because you can really shear this out if you don't want too much of a full coverage, or you can build it up to make it like a medium to full. I feel like it's perfect skin in a bottle. You can use this on any skin type. You can shear it down with a brush. You can make it really full coverage if you want something a bit more heavy duty, and it lasts. There's an SPF in it as well. This brush here is a 128 from MAC. Do your eyelids as well, because it helps to keep your eyeshadow on for longer. But you can almost like tap this in the places that you want it to last more or cover more. So I always do around my nose because I get quite greasy around there, around my chin and my cheeks. If you've got quite a low dress, always take your foundation down a little bit lower and down onto your décolletage, so you haven't got like a difference in colour, and you're really blending the shade down. Some of the faces you pull when you do makeup. I always get sent photos from like the bride after I've done her makeup. She's looking absolutely stunning, and then there's me trying to like put a lash on and like that. So now moving on to eyebrows. This is shade Fling. So you've got your spoolie on one end, and then you've got your pencil on the other. So what I do is just do hair strokes in the same direction as where the hair grows. Make my arch a little bit higher, and then I always tend to draw on top of the brow rather than underneath, so I've got more of a lift. I'm just going to groom the brows now with some eyebrow gel from Laura Mercier. I love this one. Again, a really clean spoolie. And I like to brush them up and then just kind of brush them over a little bit. Now what I like to do is leave the concealer to the very last minute. So do your skincare base, eye makeup, and then conceal and make sure that everything's clean around the eye. To prevent anything falling down, I love the paint pots from MAC. This is called LAYIN Low, and it's a really gorgeous, like peachy, fleshy peach shade. But what the paint pots do is they help to keep your eyeshadow on like all night, all day. They are like sweat proof, waterproof, and they also are just a lovely canvas. Everything blends really well on top of them. So just put it on and then just use your finger just to blend out, or you can use a blending brush. I also pop a little bit under the eye as well. So moving on to eyeshadows now. I'm really torn about what palette to use because there's so many that I love. I've got this one from MAC, which is the warm palette. I have the, down here, let me see, I've got the Naked Smoky from Urban Decay. I love that one as well. There's so many, so over the next few weeks I am going to do a different one for each look. So for today I'm actually going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. It's really super simple, but you can make a really gorgeous smoky eye with this. And also if you're travelling, you're a destination bride, you don't want to take too many products with you. You've got two cheek colours in the middle, you've got your highlight, and you've got your three eye shades on top. So if you want to travel like with minimal product, this is an amazing palette to take with you. So just using the same brush, I'm going to use that middle shade and just use that on the very centre of the eye. The look I'm doing today is going to be a really soft wash of like bronzes, champagne-y colours, peachy tones all around the eye. I'm going to have a little bit of Teddy pencil just wrapped around the eyelid, which is like a chocolatey brown, and then loads of mascara, and then a really gorgeous nude lip. And I'm just going to add a bit of this shade number 3 into the outer corners and circular motions, and just back and forth in the socket line. I'm using a bit of Teddy pencil now inside the waterline. There's an eyeshadow that I've just recently discovered. It's from NARS and it's called RIGEL. It's got a bit of peach in it as well, it's lovely. So I'm going to use a little bit of this just on the middle of the eyelid. And what this will do, I'll just catch the light. I'll just put it there for now and I'll blend it out in a sec, but that will just catch the light and look absolutely gorgeous in your photographs as well. Just soften that just a little bit. So moving on to lashes now. Like, I love lashes, I love mascara. I don't ever really wear false lashes, but I might do in my other videos just to show you how they look. I use this one like all the time. So I'm gonna use the same one but in the waterproof version. So it's in Extreme Dimension 3D waterproof. When I do my mascara, I work from the middle and I wiggle my way through, and then I fan the outer and the inner ones and use the tip of the wand to really pull the ones that are inside here towards the right, and then the ones that are on the outer corner here towards the left, so that you're really almost making the most of every single lash. I want them to look big and feathery and almost like falsies, but my own. To do the bottom lashes, I just get like a clean spoolie and then just make sure there's not too much product on there and just almost coat the bottom lashes very lightly. I've got quite long bottom lashes. They end up looking really spidery if I go for it. What I like to do is take a little bit of cleanser and a Q-tip and then just pop this under the eye. Like, make sure there's not too much fluid on there and just go under the eye and make sure that none of your eyeshadow is falling down, especially if you're wearing like glitters or like shimmery products, and just make sure that you've taken away any little messy bits. For my concealer today, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Concealer Stick. This is such a gorgeous product to use around the eye. It gives you just enough coverage on the skin as well. So I'm going to put a little bit on my chin, around the nose area, and then just a little bit around the inner part of the eye. I'm also going to use a little bit under the brow, just to brighten that area and give me a really natural lift. I'm going to use the Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury as my highlighter. I like to use this as a highlighter because it gives you a nice bit of coverage. Use it on like the higher planes of your face, so down your nose panel, your cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, maybe a tiny bit on your forehead, and it catches the light, and also it gives you that bit of coverage if you need it as well. Some highlighters tend to like slip off after a while, so this one has good staying power and it almost merges with your foundation. I'm just using a bit of Sculpt, which is a sculpting powder from MAC Pro. I like to use a little bit under my jawline, but very, very naturally. I don't ever go over the top with my contour, really. Well, I don't really ever go over the top with any of my makeup, to be fair. But this is great for those of you that want to sculpt the face naturally, but still have some definition there. Just using a bit of Orgasm blush from NARS on my cheeks as my blush. They also do this in a liquid now as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Just setting the skin now with some Airbrush Flawless Finish from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't really ever wear that much powder, to be honest, but for my wedding day, I know that I will do. You want to almost layer your products because you're going to be kissing a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of photographs taken. Your dress is going to be hot. So always give yourself that extra layer of powder on top, just to be sure, all the way around the nose area. Now onto lips. I'm always talking to my brides about priming the lips before lipstick. This is MAC Prep and Prime Wax Stick, and what this does, it helps to give a lovely bit of moisture to the lips. If you are into your matte textures, then this really helps to get them gliding on, and it also helps with any chappness, any dryness on the lips. So put that on first as your barrier, and then put your lip pencil all over your lip first, and then put your lipstick on top. And that'll also sandwich the colour in. This is called Art District. It's like a peachy pinky shade. It's actually really nice on its own. I've just spent the last 5 minutes deciding what lip to wear because there's so many from so many brands that I love. But this one is Peach Blossom. It's such a pretty like wedding colour. And because I've got the base on before and I've got the lip liner all over my lips, it's actually going to stay on quite well. So this is perfect for this look. I'm going to finish off with some Healthy Glow powder from GIVENCHY, one of my favourite products. I use it every day. It really helps with those mornings when your skin's feeling a bit tired. I've had one too many glasses of wine, too many Aperol spritzes. It really gives you that boost that your skin sometimes needs. So I rely on this all the time. It comes out at least 5 times a day. So guys, that's me almost done. I hope you've enjoyed. It's been so fun. It's actually been quite tricky for me to pick the first look because there's so many products I want to show you. So I'm going to do 7 different looks over the next few weeks. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know anything you'd really like to see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you've liked this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next few days with a brand new look. Mwah.